Pum 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 pum. Hey yo great people, my name is Lexp and welcome back to the Unity SMP. Friends, in the previous episode we built this wall right here and we decorated it according to the plan of the area, and believe it or not, I actually did follow up on the promise of mirroring it to the other side between the episodes. You can clearly see that I have done specifically that, copying that side and moving it to this one, and on top of that I have also covered the the side walls of the building, which one of them is now fully decorated, more or less, and the other is pretty much yeah, just covered up for now. See? And yeah, I might have just realized that I also forgot to actually make an entrance into the thing. Whoops. Yeah, today I was hoping to maybe try and create the entrance into the entire area. This part of the house serving as the main entrance, and then the side to it, the longer part, being kind of the more or less residential one, the more decorative part. But before we can do that, I'm sure you are currently asking, like, Zloy, what's with the greenery? Because last time you saw my base, this sugarcane has not been there. More so, even more so, sorry, well, one tiny bit falsetto there, even more so, this melon and pumpkin farm wasn't there either. And truth be told, it itself has seen better days. Well, friends, in between the videos, I was just kind of roaming around, doing my own thing, and there is just this mode of my brain when I just switch into Minecrafting and I just keep Minecrafting and grinding items behind the scenes, just so we have plenty when the episode hits. And this is kind of an aftermath of that. You see, while working on random stuff, I realized that right now, while we do have our automated melon and pumpkin farm, it actually is producing way more pumpkins than it is producing melons. Because for every pumpkin that we only get 1 to 3 melon slices, not actual melons. And you need 9 to create a fully grown melon that you can later sell to a villager. Which is why I decided to just create a silk touchable farm for my personal use for now, because this area around the place isn't looking orderly anyway, so it really doesn't matter. At the same time, the sugarcane field I can explain tiny bit better. You see, the sugarcane field was already around, and it was much smaller, mind you. It was much smaller, you might recall. But I kind of wanted to try something out with it. You see, sugarcane is quite a vibrant texture. On top of that, it is basically fluorescent if you light it up using torches from underneath the carpet and the water. So I was basically thinking to myself, what if around our base we create this borderline radioactive glowing field of friggin' sugarcane for no reason whatsoever, just to add the ambience, just to make the base look tiny bit cooler from a distance. And truth be told, it did kind of work out, but it also kind of didn't. Now, the good bit is that mobs, I'm pretty sure, cannot spawn inside of sugarcane. They can't spawn on the carpet either, so this is actually pretty cool way of spawn proofing stuff. On top of this, all of the sugarcane is quite handy for when I'm trading with librarian villagers. However, yeah, I do realize that I still need an automated sugarcane farm, maybe even one that does not require bone meal, unlike this one. So yeah, we will be working on that at one point in the series. Sorry. Yeah, hiccups. See, this is what happens when I try to record. I freaking bore myself to death. One way or another, we need to decorate this part of the wall, come up with some sort of a design for this part of the house, the mansion. Perhaps this is actually where the sugarcane farm will go, so I don't really know how to incorporate that into it either just yet. But most importantly, we need a way to get into our house. And this way has to be a door, and not just a simple door, and not just a simple entrance either. We will need an actual redstone powered door frame, because the iron farm on top of it is actually very reliant on the doors surrounding the area. So if we actually just randomly place a regular door, it will screw up the iron farm. So we need something redstonified, something fancy, and something pretty cool. And to do that, we'll need slimy, sticky potions. Sticky pistons. That is something I don't have yet. So, the slime block conundrum. We can go the good way or the unreliable way, which in reality is just the unreliable and the unreliable blessed way, really. So, you see, all the way down there, there's a swamp. The swamp has slimes and drowned spawning in it every other night, every now and again. You can never guess, and that's why it's kind of the unreliable kind of type of deal, where you can't really know for sure if you're gonna get any or not. But it just so happens that here in town we actually have a slime farm built, I'm pretty sure, by Alpha. And yeah, it's a great slime farm. It's very efficient. It has plenty of slime balls and it makes plenty of it. The problem here is that I have no idea where it is. Okay, so it's actually Dark Absolute who built the slime farm, and according to Alpha it's not quite efficient, and I think Alpha Knight who showed me the way to it. So yeah, we'll just stand somewhere in here in the AFK zone apparently and wait for the slimes to start spawning. Yep. Ba-da-ba-da-pum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-pum. Nope, none yet. Now we're talking. 6 sticky pistons shall do us plenty for now. This is, after all, our first piston door of the season. Now, the way I want to place it is basically boom, 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 boom. And if we activate all 6 of them, then this area right here is going to be closed. But now there is a problem, because if we do in fact activate all of them, these blocks will be visible, and those are the technical ones, the piston extendy bits. So just for the purpose of demonstrating what is Mojang, are you drunk again? Anyway, just for the purpose of demonstration, we do this, and then we do this, and yeah, you see, the piston heads are visible through the from the outside, and that's not something you want in your redstone contraptions. So we'll need to figure out some sort of a compromise here, because on one hand, we could just place the little separating things in here. Move them just one block to frame the active part of the door. On the other hand, this creates this little tiny hole right inside of the house, which we could cover up with greenery, truth be told, but at the same time, meh, greenery, it's kind of a cop-out. What we really need here is some sort of decoration, and the bonus part of it is that the decoration won't have to be something that covers the entire block. We can go for stairs somehow, right? Yeah, might as well. At the same time, we're probably not done with the stone brick motif either, because this is the lowest floor, so we can probably compromise and go boom, 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 perhaps even some additional boomage. And let's see. It doesn't look too out of place. That's pleasant. That's nice. But it kind of does look out of place. Kind of, somewhat, not really. So, what we'll need to do right now is we will need a detection system, basically pressure plates for the entrance. You stand on a pressure plate, the door opens, you come in, that sort of thing. At the same time, we will need the redstone pulse extenders, which is just a couple of comparators, no biggie. And then we will need to like carefully hide all of the redstone somewhere underneath the floorboards. That's gonna be a bit of a hard part, seeing how my redstone contraptions, if you haven't watched this channel too much yet, yeah, not always pretty, especially on the inside. Just like me. And I'm a ridiculously ugly person on the inside. Yeah, she definitely isn't the prettiest lady I danced with lately. But it gets the job done, and it gets the job done. What's with my English today? Yeah, guys, it really does. You basically walk out. And there you go. Not quite the instant test of the openings and not quite the instant test of the closing, but whatever. One problem might be that random mobs might try using it, and that would be a problem, but other than that, I'm quite happy. We will need some sort of a porch to go with it though, and the porch making would definitely go way faster if not for my rudimentary and, you know, old farm for manual melon and pumpkin harvest. Yeah, I'll need to get rid of this place somehow. And by somehow I mean just, you know, nuke it from orbit. Actually, I can actually do that, you know. Now, is this absolutely necessary? No. Am I gonna still do it? Yes. Well, this was actually way more contained than I expected it to be. Heck, my sugarcane didn't even break. Oh no, tiny bit broke. Yeah, I'll have to thermorph this all back, but other than that, I'm quite happy with the outcome. You might be asking yourself right now, Zloy, where did you get a stack of TNT? Well, 50 blocks of it, at the very least. And the truth is that I've been actually... What the crap is this? How did that... Okay, whatever, I'll just store it up. I've been actually saving gunpowder from the very beginning of the season. Every creeper I ever killed is right now in that stack of dynamite. I'm just... Yeah, I call it my fun box, basically. At one point I think I'll have something better to do with it, but probably once I get an actual an actual creeper farm or whatever, or a need for firework rockets, that too. Okay, and then we move even further away and ta-da! Yeah, I know, it's a porch. It's that, just about it. Really, we're not here to establish this as a luxurious mansion rather than some sort of a factory type building that also people live in. Which is why, yeah, we're not taking the luxurious angle just yet. You can kind of already see that in the way I did this side of the house, by the way, with the supports and with the more or less, you know, chimney-like not netherstone, it's stone brick. I cannot remember the names of things I'm using today. And one thing I was considering actually is going tiny bit even more with the chimney-like bit and actually putting a pipe to with like a smokestack basically to this bit right there. I am holding off on it because at the same time I feel like maybe putting several smokestacks going out here and upwards would be a better idea. Now, in the previous videos, you guys have commented quite a lot on what we could do with the designs, and one comment I received was to make this into actually a giant windmill. And I have to admit, that would probably look great. That would probably look great. That would help a ton with my, you know, with my what? With my affiliation with steampunk, with my ideas of steampunk, where basically having a mechanical windmill sticking out of our building would be absolutely amazing. So I'm still holding a pin in that. I'm putting a pin into that. I'm writing it down into my notepad. I'm pinning it to a wall. I'm keeping that idea in mind for now, because remember, we're still tiny bit speedballing here. However, yeah, at this stage, the 3 sides of this tower are ready, and the 4th one is facing the direction of the rest of the house, of the rest of the building. And I don't quite know what to do with this side yet, so I don't quite know what to do with that side yet either, because they have to correlate, they have to go well with one another. Boom. That might be a bit of an issue. That is a tiny bit of a hiccup. But right now, my brain really is not thinking about it yet. Not quite. You know what my brain is thinking about right now? Outside of the fact that we got ourselves a bit of an awesome piston-powered duo, it's that maybe it is about time, now that the farm, the pumpkin melon farm, is basically fully grown, maybe it's time for one more haul of emeralds. You see, I already have a stack of them, and 9, and I want another stack. And afterwards, I want that to waste all of those emeralds on enchanted books. So give me a moment here, because I have to confess, I will probably be unable to think about anything else until I do this. So yeah, just let me scratch that itch for a bit. And voila! All done, all harvested, all traded. And you might be wondering, if I have traded them all, where did I go? Where did I put all of my emeralds? Stacks upon stacks of them. Well, friends, into this person right here. Let me just... And there you have it. We have 5 new mending books. And we have a whole lot more of them right here at my base, at my home, in the actual spawn town. Look at those pretties. So many of them. Now, of course, you might be wondering right now, if I have all of these mending books, why don't I have like mending tools on me? And truth be told, I have mending fortune pick somewhere at my base. I have like a mending sword, a mending pick. I have everything I need. I can, and if I even didn't have it, I can always produce more. The fun begins when you realize that we're still on a server playing multiplayer. So the possibilities are near endless. I'm willing to bet a lot of money that every single player on the server right now would do absolutely anything to get their hands on these pretties. And yes, I want to sell them at my bookshop. But before we open up a whole new section for the reading materials in my bookshop, and mind you, this will be quite an expensive one, I want to maybe try and do something different with it. You see, it is Update Aquatic after all. Maybe it's about time we did a bit of a treasure hunt. But a treasure hunt not for myself, but for everybody else. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm excited about it. You should be too. Especially since right here, right now, I want you guys to leave out your suggestions as to how we should redistribute these mending books amongst our fellow members. What I have in mind, what my vision for this project is basically a treasure hunt with like one big piece at as the crowning jewel of it. Basically, whoever gets there first, like, winner takes it all. That's what I have in mind. But maybe, just maybe, you have something much more interesting and much more fun. Maybe a PvP tournament, maybe something else. I don't know. I don't quite know. But whatever it is, leave it in the comments down below. In the next video, I won't be working on that one. I'm saving this project for next week, so you have quite some time to come up with your ideas. For now, I should probably put this into my ender chest. Because now that I've shown it on camera, people might actually be willing to rob me. Because truth be told, this is like, yeah, this is like a lot of cool stuff to have on you at all times. So there you go. While you guys are watching, I'm putting all of them and a silk touch to boot and an infinity book to boot into my ender chest. No one but me can get them right now. But we need some sort of a challenge for everybody else to try out, okay? And I should hope that it works out well for everybody. Well, friends, we had quite a productive episode, even though it was tiny bit disjointed. Sorry, gotta have this type of video every now and again, where you do a lot of stuff, but not quite underneath the same theme. We decorated another wall, yay! We have basically completed the tower. We just need to do something with the crown, with the actual iron farm, and start working on the rest of our bases, interior and exterior, basically on that bit. I'm feeling that all of our manual farms are a nice addition to the base, but they are not here to last. They're not here forever. We will be getting rid of this one because we already have a melon and pumpkin farm once I get the emerald production going, and we will be getting rid of this one too because yeah, I want an automated sugarcane farm, and absorbers are really easy to combine lately. So that's what I feel we should be putting in the next episode onto the platform of our base. But for now, that is gonna be it for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. If you yeah, if you aren't subscribed yet, do subscribe. This has been Unity SMP. This has been Zloy XP. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.